Merry Christmas time. Yeah, let me see if I go this way. If I sit like this tonight, you can see the crazy Christmas background I got that I put in the house. I figured I was gonna make a Christmas episode, so I figured why not decorate it like that for Christmas. So I actually did that yesterday. It took me all 30 minutes to do, if that, I think. Not long at all. What I kind of want to do is I'm going to go to Home Depot tomorrow and get some stuff to put, like, the two elf guys on stands and stuff like that. Yeah, he's got a knife in him. And oh, you guys want to see something cool? Watch what it looks like when I turn. I mean, this is what the lights look on. It's cool, right? It's cool. But when I turn the lights off, it's better. Hang on, watch this. Tell me this. Maybe you guys don't like it that much, but ready? 3, 2, 1. That's what it looks like with the main light off, and it looks like that. It's kind of creepy. There's 2 lanterns I didn't turn on. I got to go in there. Oh, and the skulls turn on and all that. So. Yeah, so next week I'm trying to debate when to do a show next week. It might have to be later in the week because with Tuesday being Christmas Eve, I'm not going to do it Tuesday. People, see their families and stuff like that. Obviously Wednesday, nobody's really going to watch on Christmas. And I wouldn't want to do it on Christmas. I wouldn't want to, take that away from my family, rush everybody out of my house and stuff. So it's definitely going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. I know I was talking with Larry, and what we might do is maybe Thursday or Friday of next week do like an end of the year show. Usually. Larry he hasn't been on the show in a long time, but he used to be a pretty permanent fixture and was on. Him and his wife Tina were on pretty frequently, but we're thinking I got to talk to him. But I think if it does go down, we might do a year and end of year show. Usually, with a year, an end of year show that we do is kind of. We give our own like top 10 coasts. What we felt for the year was our top 10s, and whatever it is, and we just kind of go over the highlights of the year, like what was great what we thought was great in the industry for the year, and the cool new ride announcements, and kind of reminisce, talk about Christmas, and talk about whatever, and just kind of year. I remember one year we started at like, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock, and we were going to try and go all the way to midnight. We were just like, screw this. We went inside and partied. We were just like, we don't really want to. So, yeah. So we just hung out and we did a show for like an hour or two. Wasn't anything spectacular, I guess, as I would say. Just because of, we were just like, you know how it goes. Hey, what's up, Max? So this week, I mean, I won't know when the next show is. It's gonna pop up. I'm gonna talk to Larry in the next couple days, and then see what he wants to do if he wants to do that. And then what I'm gonna do, once we do the year-end show, I think I'm gonna take like a 2-week hiatus to doing the show just to kind of chill. This becomes the time where there isn't really any major news going on. I mean, I'm still going to make videos. I'm still going to pop out videos. But I figure take a little break. Hey, what's up, Charles? I'm glad that you're feeling better, Jay, because I know when I talked to you last week, you kind of were like, you weren't feeling so hot. I know Jessica's upstairs right now, like dying. So she's sick. And, yes, she tried to get me to stay home and cuddle with her in bed. I'm like, I can't. I gotta go to work. We interviewed somebody for a job position at my company, so I was like, but I have to do that. Plus, this week's just bad to take a day off. You know, because... And then I forgot all about it tomorrow. I got an IEP meeting for Jeremy at school tomorrow. Totally forgot about it. They sent me a reminder email. Then, tomorrow night, we're going to watch the new Star Wars movie at 6 o'clock, first showing. And then, Friday, I got to get the staples out of my son's head. I'm sure you guys saw that about my son getting staples in his head. Yeah, that was... Wait. Yeah, some of you guys don't know about that, about my kid getting staples in his head. I think some of you guys have no idea about that. The story of my kid getting a staple, he got 6 staples in the side of his head because of, oh yeah, I want to ask about that in a second, Jay. Him, his brother Jeremy, his half-brother and his stepbrother, they were at their mom's house. They were wrestling. He fell off the couch and slammed his head off the coffee table. Matter of fact, while this was going on, that's when I was at the Lizzie Borden house. Like, I got the phone call from his mother while I was out to eat with Jessica. Because she was in Syracuse, New York, and their stepfather was at work. So it was just the kids home alone. So I called Devin. He didn't answer his phone. I called Jeremy. He did. Then the paramedic got on the phone and was like, "He needs stitches. We're taking him to the hospital." I'm like, "Which one?" He said Hasbro. And then next thing I know, well, the funny thing is, I had met Jessica at work. Jessica, you know, we rode up in one car together, and we went to Lizzie Borden. And didn't we talk about this last week? No, we didn't. Right? We didn't talk about this last week. I felt like I did. I don't know, maybe just because I've been telling people about it, been asking. I feel like I told you guys about this, but... Because did I talk to you guys about Lizzie Borden house? At all? Because I know I did the show last week, Tuesday, because of the Lizzie Borden house. So yeah, no, I didn't talk to you guys about that. Okay, so where Jessica works is the same street as Hasbro. Like, you can see Hasbro. Okay, so like literally, you're in the parking lot. You can see Hasbro like diagonally a little bit down the street, not far. I could throw a rack at the hospital. So I brought Jessica back to her car. She went and got Jeremy because we all thought Jeremy did it, but he didn't. We thought Jeremy was the cause, but he didn't. So I just waited like 20, 30 minutes. And I left the parking lot, moved to the other parking lot because I couldn't keep my car in that parking lot. And then I went in, and it was funny. They had Devin's head wrapped up, you know, like with, you know, wrapped like around his head. It was kind of funny. And his head didn't hurt. They did all the tests to make sure he didn't have concussions, but, you know, doing all the thing with his finger. Touch your nose, touch my hand, follow this, do that. It was good. But he needed staples, not stitches. And they come out on Friday. So, yeah, because it said 7 to 10 days after that day he could get them out. So, yeah, it sucked, man. Because I would have got home like at like 8 o'clock or whatever that night. And then I didn't get home till like 11 or so because I wanted to chill. I mean, I'm not mad at my kid. I went over there, we took care of the kid. And then actually I brought him back to his mom's. And he's been fine. No problems. I did tell him he could take the day out of school. So he didn't have to. I don't know if he was like bashful or whatever because he had staples in his head. He went to school on the Friday. He's been fine. Actually, I haven't seen him since the day after when I brought him the medicine. He stayed at his mom's house. I think he just wanted to chill. Get away from Jeremy, chill out. But he'll be home tomorrow because we're going to Star Wars. And then he'll be home Friday because I got to take him to get the staples out. The hospital gave me the tool. I mean, I could take the staples out. I wouldn't do it, but I got the tool. They gave me the tool. They're like, just in case the doctor says they can't do it because they don't got the tool. I got the tool in my work bag. It's all, nicely sealed like a hospital does. And I just hand it to the doctor. The doctor cuts his head open, takes the staples out. It was crazy. But I will say this about Lizzie Borden. I don't know how many of you know the story. Some of you looked it up. It's like a local legend, that happened. I talked about it last week about, what was going on. So, we went there. You only had access to the first floor because it wasn't a tour, but you got to take a picture. And I don't think I have it on my... regardless, I am going to send it to myself so I can show you because this picture is cool. I'm going to set it. It was real. Oh, wait a minute. I don't even have to do that. It's on. I already have it up online. I just got to download it. Ooh, excuse me. So, you can see some stuff from, cool things in the house. And when I mean cool things, they had like a reproduction of the skulls of the people that Lizzie Borden killed, even though she was acquitted of. There's like all kinds of artifacts like from the house still, and there's like all kinds of crazy stuff that they got in the house. They even have pictures of the bodies on the ground from way back then. That are in the that are in that house that you can see, and I wasn't sitting on the murder chair, but you could take a picture on the murder couch. I don't even have a picture of the couch. You can kind of see it in the picture I'm going to download, like a smidgen little corner of it. All right, let's download this. Download that. I'm going to pop it up quick. So the picture that you will see, which I think is really cool. Is myself with the Krampus, someone being Lizzie Borden, myself and Jessica, and it's really cool. And there's a little story to go along with this as well, which I thought was funny when I tell you the story. Hang on, where is okay? All right, so you see Jessica all the way to when you're looking at it to your left. Then you see Krampus, that Krampus guy. You see me, and you see Lizzie Borden. Now near Jessica's butt is part of the murder couch. That's where one of the bodies or whatever. The body was, and that's inside the Lizzie Borden house, which is really, 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 really cool. It's just like, I gotta say, when I was in there, it was this weird, like aura feeling like of creepiness, and it was awesome, and I loved it. I didn't want to leave. So. Yeah, Jay. Here's the process with that Trump thing. I don't want to get too much into politics because that's just not what we do. But I just want to make sure people that people are correctly informed. The Democrats control whatever the House, the Senate, whatever it is, the House, I believe. They're going to impeach him. All right, they're voting to impeach him. Doesn't mean he's impeached. It has to go to a trial. And when it goes to the Republicans to decide on a trial to convict, they're not going to do it. It's a waste of time. It is a waste. He's not going nowhere. I got to watch The Masked Singer again. I watched some of it last season. It was pretty good. I think it's a neat concept with The Masked Singer. I think it's a good. It's a good show. I like the concept. I think it's good. So anyway, the story to do with the Krampus guy, the Krampus guy, is actually one of the Bacon brothers from Fairtown. He didn't realize who we were at first, and Jessica said that they were talking, and then he's like, "Oh yeah," he goes, "You're the one that I tied to the rocket, made eat bugs." And he's like, "I can't wait to mess with you next year." And I was talking, when I talked to you about, remember Fright Kingdom and Fairtown? This is going to be later, but there was a bunch. There was 40 people from Fairtown drove up to Fright Kingdom on a school bus, and then Madame Guillotine and some of the other ones pulled up in a pickup truck. So remember when we get to that point. But yeah, so, yeah, I want to go back to Lizzie Borden House for a tour, because I know that guy that's Krampus. He's like one of the people who gives the tours and stuff, so I would love... like to get, I know you're not allowed to take video, and it says that on the website, like when you do a tour, you can take pictures, but you can't take video, so, that's fine. I just want to be able to do, I think it's fun to even learn about it, because it's local, I guess, history. It's cool, it's creepy, but let me tell you, there was a weird, creepy vibe in that house, and I didn't want to leave. Like, I felt comfortable and at home. I know it sounds weird, but I felt like I should live there. You can actually stay in the house, the bed and breakfast. You can actually rent. It's expensive. It's like $200-300 a night. But you can sleep in one of the houses. I mean, one of the bedrooms. So it's something that I would like to do. Imagine that you could sleep in the house where people were killed. I haven't ridden Ragaroo, so I can't tell you if it's the best floors. I highly doubt it, but... I mean, right when it was Mantis, it sucked as a stand-up, so I'm sure it's not any better. Anyway, so, on tonight's agenda, we are going to talk about Great Escape. We're going to talk about Knoebels. We're going to talk about Rise of the Resistance, Disney Hollywood Studios. We're going to be talking about Six Flags Magic Mountain, the Carousel Fire at Six Flags New England, Cedar Point 2020 announcements, some Kings Island stuff. We're going to talk about Fright Kingdom as well. I better write it down so I don't forget to talk about it, even though it was awesome. And we put up the Fright Kingdom review already on the Hauntapalooza channel, if that's your cup of tea. That's up there. Along with, if you guys follow the Hauntapalooza podcast YouTube channel. If you don't, shame on you, but I get it if it's not your thing. And Charles, sorry I didn't answer before, but... Devin's doing good. I'm sure you understood that. Hey, it's going great, Zach. How about you? Yes, Jay, I felt like I belonged in the Lizzie Borden house. That's why I want to go back. I feel like I belong. Like, I should just become a permanent resident of that house. Oh, yeah, the other thing I was talking about on the Hauntapalooza channel, podcast, YouTube channel, the Christmas party that I've been talking about that had Ellie Mae that works at Fairtown. She from Fairtown. If you want to see some of the crazy antics that went on during this party, you should go check it out. It's pretty crazy. It is. If you want a good laugh, there's nothing scary. When people have seen it, they're like, "Whoa!" Like, can I come to your parties? So we next year's Christmas party is just gonna be like, if you're into haunted house stuff and you want to go to a party that's gonna be, right now as we're planning, is gonna be full of haunt actors, owners, and stuff next year. Like, it's gonna be the party to be at. That's for damn sure. So yeah. Well, Jay, let me put it this way. Everybody's experience in Ace is going to be totally different. My experience, I'm not saying my experience, I disagree with that, Max. Well, not total. I don't know. I like both companies, Max, between B&M and RMC. I don't know. I don't say one's better than the other. See, I don't buy into that. This is the best company. That's the best. That's the better. I don't play that game. You want to know why? Because there isn't a company out that every roller coaster they made or ride has been amazing. It doesn't exist. RMC has some that are less crazy than other ones they built, and same thing with B&M. Like, I can't stand B&M stand-ups. They suck. Not every B&M ride is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So I would say B&M does have some good coasters, and so does an RMC. Intamin's got some good ones, and they got some crappy ones. But don't forget, though, RMC is in its infancy. B&M has way more coasters out there than RMC. RMC is a lot newer than B&M, because technically with their first actual coaster that's theirs was the new Texas Giant. That was, 2011? So they're only an 8-year-old company. B&M's been around a lot longer than that. But again, nobody should be putting all their eggs in one basket. Like, it's okay to love XYZ coasters from this company, and it's okay to love XYZ from that company. You know what I mean? Why? Yeah, GCI makes great coasters. Why, like, just be like, oh, I only love, like, this one's the best. No, it's not. There is no company that's the best. Why not just embrace and enjoy all? That's why it's like this. Here's my thing about Ace. It might be a rant, might be good. I don't know what's going to fly out of my mouth, and I don't care. I don't even care if it gets reported to Ace if I say something bad. I don't care. What are they going to do? Kick me out? Oh, no, I'm afraid. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, no, my life's over. Ooh, boo, fucking ooh. You know, anyway. So, here's my thing. Jay, you said you like being part of Ace, kind of. For you, it's going to be different than me. Now, before I say anything, I just want to make sure people don't realize that my beef that I have with Ace has nothing to do with losing an election, because people are going to be like, oh, you're bitter about losing an election. I'm glad I didn't win the election. Trust me. I am so glad. I don't want to deal with it. I ain't got that kind of time. I thought I did. I could have made the time if I ran, and I think I would have done a good job. But I'm glad I didn't, because I don't want to deal with that crap. So, with that being said, here's the thing. Once I am done with Ace, I am not joining any more clubs. You don't need a club. Here's my problem. Ace is too big for itself. They don't know how. They're trying to be the judge and jury, and they're trying to keep an image. So, you can't use their logos for it. You know, like if you make a video about Six Flags or Coca-Cola or anything with a logo, nobody goes after you. They're like, okay, whatever. You say bad or good things, right? You cannot use the logo. You will get emails. People will cry about it. If you say a bad thing about a park, they will come after you. It's kind of like Nazi Germany regime, in a sense. Now, it's not all bad. It's not all doom and gloom. That's just the politics of it. I've made a lot of amazing friends through Ace, and it's all you guys. Between people finding this YouTube channel, I've met, through SFNEOnline, through going to coaster events, through this YouTube channel. Ace has done good for me. I've done good for Ace. I've saved Ace's ass in the past so many times on events, and I've helped them grow in events. And only two people in all of Ace have ever shown their appreciation to me. Nah, it's not about, I don't need anybody kissing my ass. I'm just saying it was just nice for once that some people actually showed appreciation for helping. The rest of them were like, oh, thank you, you helped me out, and I'll go away. It's like they use you, and it's all the political BS. Now, there's going to be jerks that you meet all around in any hobby. It doesn't matter what it is. I've met them in pinball. I've met them in coasters. I haven't met any in a haunt, but I know they're out there. And you're just going to meet jerks no matter where you go. And they're going to kind of dwindle your experience. Like, look, the personal things that I've shared with all of you are part of the reason why that my experience has been less than stellar because of actual people, not the club, but because they're in the club and they're causing all this crap. It's giving me a lot of grief. It's like, I know I'm going to go to CoasterCon next year regardless if I take the kids. I don't take the kids. I go by myself. I go with friends. I go with whoever. I don't care. And here's the thing. If I roll up by myself, I'm not going to take anybody's crap because I know for a fact when I show up at CoasterCon, people are going to give me crap. People are going to give me crap, and I know it. And I will be the first to go right up to somebody of power and go, handle this before I do. And you don't want me to. You do not want me to handle anything because it'll make the club look real bad. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. So hopefully that if the spies like to watch and see if I talk trash, you know who I'm talking about. We don't have to say names because then they go cry to the committee and then I just go tell the committee to go eat a bag of crap. So, your experience is because it's my fault I've had the experience that I did. I let myself have that experience. And I shouldn't have. And Max, to answer your question, do I prefer Vortex or Carowinds or Leviathan? Leviathan all day, I prefer. Vortex isn't bad, but it's not fun. I know it hurts. I wrote it. Whenever they had CoasterCon there. I mean, I don't want to go by myself. The kids want to go. I'm just worried about if I take the kids, what kind of baloney that might happen because they're around and whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm on the fence about that. You know. I kind of want to have a posse around me so we could just go beat people up if they start with me. You know, but I'm not going to cause trouble. But, and the reason why I say it's my fault that this came down upon, it's the people that I let into my life. I was so eager to help the club at any corner I could. Through the Grove Show, volunteering, I broadcasted CoasterCon back in 2013 when it was in New England. I did a lot of stuff, and I always did, and I was always promoting. I was always promoting the shows. The events like big time. I would always put. You guys have been wise to go over the flyers and stuff, and now I don't. I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just going to do me. I'm going to go enjoy myself with my friends, my family, whoever goes. And that's it. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going looking for trouble. I just want to go and have a good time. It's really good parks. I want to go and enjoy them. My kids haven't been to Dorney yet, so we're going to do that. That's part of con. So... Plus, they can ride the old Intamin Generation 1 freefall like we had at Rocky Point over here. To me, it's bringing back, so... like I said, it is what it is. And like I said, I'm not here to tell people to leave the club. I'm not here to tell people to join the club. That's on you to decide. My experience, because of the mistakes that I made, caused my experience to be bad. I mean, obviously, other actions of other people cause that, but for me, it's like I just try to do me, and me and the kids try to do me. You know what I mean? Like we just do our thing. We're our own little crew. We go off, we go have fun, and we just go do things, and we have Demon Drop's awesome, man. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? I just want to surround myself with people that don't want to diddle my kids. I want to hang around with people that are cool. I want to hang around people that I enjoy spending time with. That's it. That's all I want. Nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. I don't need no drama. And I know drama's going to be there. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to follow me around. People are going to be, ooh, it's you. And I'm not going to play that game. I'm just not. And I don't want to deal with it. Like, think about it. At the rate that I'm just doing my thing, us as people do not need a club. Parks are putting on their own events. Look at Six Flags, membership events. You're still getting ERT. You're getting all kinds of stuff that you're going to get from an event. Now, when you go to an event, you're getting a little bit more ERT, a little bit more private time. You're getting more food. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool too. I don't care about the food. Food to me is a waste. I don't eat a lot of food. You wouldn't think so by looking at my fat ass, but I really don't eat that much food. I don't gorge. I mean, I used to gorge and just pile on the food on my plate like a fat ass that I am. Do I think the B&M Wing Coaster thing at King's Dominion is going to happen? It's probably going to happen. I think so. They need something to replace Volcano, and that's what's going to happen. So, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, everybody's experience is going to be different. And it doesn't matter if it's A's, Costa, Crew, TPR, European Code, whoever it is. Doesn't matter who, what, where, and how. You're always going to run into people that suck. That's number one. So to me, I realized this over the last 3 or 4 years. Regardless of ERT or events, I can have a cheaper time. I can make my own little event without ERT and stuff. And I can ride a whole bunch. I can be with people I actually want to be with. And I can go have fun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need an event. Nobody needs an event. People just want to go to... I mean, the events are good, especially if you're new to the coaster community. You can make a whole bunch of friends that live in your area, or you can make friends across the world. I made friends from France. I've made friends from Texas and California and Florida and all over the place. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I know. I mean, this is all hearsay. Like, I didn't talk to Rob about this at all, ever, out of the couple of times that I've talked to him, about him being... The rumor is, and I think it's true, I don't know, he got booted out because he kept taking pictures and video on rides, and that's like, no, don't do it. And he kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and they were like, nope, you're out, whatever it is. So like TPR does their thing, Ace does their thing, Coaster Crew does their thing. I don't hate anybody. That, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to... I mean, I hate people, don't get me wrong. But I'm over all the drama. I just want to go and have fun. Kick it, hang out, be low-key in the back. That's all I want. I don't want nothing else. You will never, ever see me run for a political position in Ace. You will never see me volunteer again in Ace. You will never see anything. The answer is no. I am just going to go, have fun, do my thing, and be gone. That's it. I will be hiding in the shadows. I'm going to be a ninja. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a little ninja. And I'm just going to have fun. Man, Max, I gotta say, you really love B&M a lot. Are you gonna end up like... Are you gonna be like that person like that? And this is gonna be the first tidbit of news, too. How many of you seen that video or whatever of the guy, girl... I can't remember if it's a guy or a girl that married the ride at Knoebels? The 1001 nights, whatever it is. The flat ride. And was like licking it and tasting the oil and all that. Well, anyway, there's a rumor going around that Knoebels is taking a ride out. I haven't seen anything since I saw the news the other day. I haven't gone checking. Maybe somebody heard more. It hasn't been official, but Knoebels is teasing and saying a ride is leaving. Nobody has said. So some people are saying it's that ride. And then some are saying it's the swing ride. Because the swing ride was like dismantled and all apart all year or whatever. Because when I was there this year, it was apart. It wasn't operating. So I don't know for sure what it is. But, Max, are you going to be like that girl and marry one of the B&M coasters? and just be like, I love you, dive coaster. You know. CJ, that's just how I'm gonna be. I don't want to be a jerk to people, but I've really had enough of people. You know, I mean, the people that watch the show, that, you know, I interact with, people that I know in real life, and there's people that I do meet down the road that I enjoy talking to and hanging out with. But the people right now that I really dislike, and it's a lot of them, and let me tell you, the people that I dislike, I don't want to talk to. I don't even want to say hi. I don't even want to wave at them. I don't want to wink at them. I don't even want to see them. I just want to go ride my rides. Because let me tell you, Knoebels, with being at, what do you call it, CoasterCon, I want the food. I don't know, for those that have been to Knoebels knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't been to Knoebels, they have amazing food. Hey, what's up, Jason? And those that aren't going to CoasterCon for whatever reason, whether you can't get the time off, you can't afford it, just don't feel like going, this CoasterCon is going to be amazing. And I really think it's going to be highly attended, which means I'm going to be, just like they say in Spaceballs. I don't know how many of you saw the movie Spaceballs. I'm surrounded by assholes. That's really what it's going to be. And the joke that's been going around about that ride at Knoebels leaving, the one that, if it is the one that's leaving, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping to find out soon. What happens if they remove that ride and they trash that ride? What is the person that married it going to do? Which has been a joke going around. It's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Hola, Jason in Paradise. What's up, dude? But yeah, like, everybody knows one of the things, maybe not a lot of people know this, but if you go to Knoebels for some of the events, every event I've been to, they put on a good spread. A lot of places put on a good spread. Yeah, that's what people are assuming, Lindsay. It's either the Flying Wave or the Galleon, over by the Galleon, or the 1001 Knots. That's what people are speculating on. They haven't given any hints that I know of, but people think it's one of those two rides. Which, for those that are perverted, like myself, if you look at the artwork on the Wave Swinger, you can see boobies. There's lots of boobies. Yes, there is. I know that sounds childish, but you can, and I think it's awesome. I remember the first time I seen it, I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is awesome. Like, if they would, like, scrap that ride, I would like the panels, because it's funny. Sorry, guys. It's just one of the things. All right, so let's actually talk about some, well, that was the first tidbit of news. I got to cross that out. So nobody knows for sure what's going on with that. All right, pen's working. I thought the pen. It's one price for all, and it's actually 7 days. It's 2 days at each park this year. I see it like I'm promoting it, and I don't want to, but that's all right. There's information up. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I want to go, but it depends who goes. I'm not just going to go and then sit there like a ding-dong by myself. That wouldn't be cool. All right, so you're getting... All right, so the way... This is the way that the schedule is. I don't think you're going to see a flyer until, like, February or something like that, but Sunday evening, it's June 21st to the 23rd, is Hershey Park. So Sunday evening, Monday morning, and Tuesday evening is Hershey Park. Tuesday morning is Dutch Wonderland, and then Wednesday morning and Thursday morning is Dorney Park, And Wednesday evening is at PTC. You go to the PTC factory. Friday and Saturday is Knoebels. So this thing starts on a Sunday and ends on a Saturday. This is probably the longest con that I've ever seen since I've been in the club. So there's a creepy ass elf behind you in a Christmas tree. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can't see everything, can you? Look, you can see another elf. There's a Krampus in the corner there. Then there's a dead Santa Claus with blood, and then there's like a skeleton with a gas mask that looks like Mickey Mouse on it. And then up on the hooks up there is some skeletons. Oh yeah, Jason, you didn't see it. This is what it looks like with lights off. Oh, I disappeared. I'm like a ninja gone, but that's what it looks like. Oh, you can't see nothing. Well, there's a hand. I'm like, thing, whatever. See, look at the difference. When you put regular lights on and then you put what they call show lights, that's what the difference. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so yeah, I need to go to more places. I'm probably going to Magic Mountain in January, like the second or third week of January, if it's even open. It might be open on the weekends or something. I have to go out to the city that it's in there out in Cali to go do some JCPenney work. So we might hit that. And I don't know if Knott's Berry Farm is open all the time either. We might hit that in Knott's. I don't know. I don't know if Knott's closes. Oh, they're open every day. I like that. Oh, so Knott's is open every day too. That's awesome. All right, that's cool. That's good to know. No, Knott's is 365 too. I'm just looking at the hours of operation. Because we only need a day for the work we got to do, and then I can hit some parks. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's cool. All right, cool. So something to think about. Something to think about. Yeah, and when I go, West Coast Races should be open as well. So by the time I go, yeah, I can go ride it because I'll be there as long as it's open and not busted. But I've never been to Magic Mountain, so I can finally get all the credits there. I've never been to Knott's, so I think what I might do, I know this sounds stupid, but what I think I might do is do Disneyland. I might go out for a week. Screw it. Do Magic Mountain, do Knott's Berry, do what do you call it? Disneyland, and do what do you call it? California Adventure. I know my pass doesn't do anything for me there, but still, it would be awesome. Maybe I'll do that. You know what, Nicholas? I am not ready for Christmas at all. I haven't even finished my Christmas shopping. Though I've been Christmas shopping for myself, if you want to be truthfully honest. And I'll talk about that in a few. So let me get through the rest of this news. Let's talk about West Coast races. So they that was part of the news. West Coast races is finally going to start its previews on December 21st, and for members from the 23rd to January 5th, members and season pass holders can ride it. Also, if you buy a West Coast Races T-shirt, you can get on, or if you use a Flash Pass during this time period, you can ride. So, I'll be there after that, so I don't have to worry about that. So, I figure I let everybody know that. Yeah, probably the way. Yeah, but we all know that. I'm sure everybody knows what happened with West Coast races, why it took so long. That was on the park and the manufacturer for not taking into consideration earthquakes. That's why they had to change the footage, change all that stuff. Oh no, I'm gonna buy what do you call it, a Flash Pass. I'm gonna buy a Flash Pass and skip the lines for everything that I can. I'm gonna get there right for opening and Flash Pass everything. That's what I'm doing. Whatever's on the Flash Pass, and I think everything is or not, I don't know, but whatever is, I'm going to do. I know like their Flash Pass thing is a little finicky. All right, so next, Disney Hollywood Studios Rise of the Resistance. They seem to be working out the bugs. I mean, they're still having breakdowns. It's not happening as much. But they started a new virtual queue boarding pass system that started today. And it starts... well, there's two things that started today. They have backup boarding passes. It doesn't guarantee you a boarding pass, but they also started with you can't grab what do you call it? You can't grab Flash Passes before opening anymore. You have to do it right at opening. So hopefully, however it works, they get a boarding pass. I'm gonna have to look it up for whenever I go, if it's still that busy, and it probably will be. But yeah, so just keep in mind when you're going. Hey, it was awesome to talk to you, Jay. You have a good night and have a Merry Christmas, unless you come back. But I will be doing some Planet Coaster stuff between now and then too. So I'll probably be doing those on Christmas and Christmas Eve as well too. So keep that in mind. Yeah, my thing about this boarding pass thing, I find it crazy that there's that many people that you may not be able to get to ride Rise of the Resistance. Yeah, Planet Coaster. When I stream Planet Coaster, when we do that, not tonight, but what's today? Wednesday, Thursday, and not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be watching Star Wars. I mean, I might do it after Star Wars. Like 10 o'clock. I might do a late Planet Coaster, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Depends. The movie starts, the show time 6 o'clock. Probably 6:20 by the time it starts. I'll probably be home by 10. I could probably go on for an hour or so. When I get back from Star Wars. And no, I will not spoil Star Wars for anybody, so you won't have to worry about that. I won't even bring it up. I won't even answer was it good or not. I won't even answer that. I'll just say, F you, go watch it yourself. So if I say F you, go watch it yourself, don't take personal, don't take it personally just because I don't want to ruin it. Because if somebody starts asking me about it, I'm just going to start, but it was awesome, or it sucked, or whatever. I just don't want to do that to people. I don't want to ruin Star Wars for anybody. Yeah, well, Yeah, I heard people get there at like 4 a.m. so they could get a boarding pass early. I wouldn't want to wait that long. Because what time does the park open? 8, 9 o'clock? You're going to wait 4 or 5 hours or whatever just to get in the park? Just to get a boarding pass? I mean, I get it, but that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Great Escape has finally broke down like we all knew they would, and they're going to move the ride. They haven't said where, but they decided they're going to move it to a place where the height requirement allows. So it's no longer going in Ghost Town. It's going to go somewhere else in the park. The park hasn't disclosed the location yet. I guess they're probably working to see what they can do and get it done. Blah, blah, blah. So that's the end of that. They're not going to do it. So it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, see, the whole thing, what was it? Tuesday night was the premiere of the movie. So the only people that saw it were like the cast and crew, and there were critics that saw the movie. And some loved it, some hated it. They weren't allowed to say why. More stuff. The review embargo, I guess, was lifted, and people are talking about it today. About things, they just said it's a fan service, and they hated it, and da 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 da. And it's got a 57% Rotten Tomato thing. Oh, I'll have to check that out then. I will check that out. But yeah, so here's my thing. I'm gonna say this is what I'm gonna say about the Disney Star Wars trilogy. I like it. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're not perfect. You know what I mean? Like, they're not perfect. Even the original trilogies and stuff are not perfect movies. I think the fandom is so toxic because they want it a certain way. They want the story to go how they would do it, not how the creators want to do it. The only thing about Last Jedi I hated was the casino stuff in a casino. There was no need for it. I think they took up too much time. If they take out the casino plan and stuff and just left the rest of the movie, I think the movie would have flowed better, would have been way better. But I still like Last Jedi. And I'm sure I'll like this one. I won't know. I'll find out after I watch it if I like it or not. I may make a post on Facebook saying I loved it or I hated it, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? And I'm even going to say, don't spoil the movie. Because some people can't get to see it till Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whenever they can't. I'm not the guy to ruin it. I mean, if somebody's seen it, you want to talk to me about it, we can talk privately on Facebook or whatever about it. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to publicly be that guy. And I can't wait to watch it. It's the end of a whole saga. Yeah, some people just can't get into Star Wars. I love it. And it was funny. I don't know how many of you watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. At the end of it, it gives you, once the credits are done rolling, it gives you an option to see a preview of Rise of Skywalker. And I clicked yeah, and then I was watching, I was like, whoa. Just a little bit that they showed. Plus, they showed like a little bit of a scene, and then they showed the trailer. And I was like, whoa. That's exactly what I did. Jessica was sitting there looking at me like I was a crackhead. I was like, whoa, I can't wait to see this on the big screen. I mean, I get it. Star Wars is fair. I made Jessica sit down and watch some of the Star Wars movies. Like, she watched the very first one, which is episode 4. She watched some Empire Strikes Back, fell asleep. I put on Force Awakens, she fell asleep. But I was putting these movies on at like 10, 11 o'clock at night, which is not good. She's not going to make it. She does like The Mandalorian, though. She likes the little baby Yoda and all that, so... but yeah, I don't care what anybody says. Like, I know the fandom's so toxic, and I don't listen to them. I don't even listen to critics. because 90% of the time the critics open their mouth, they're wrong. There's not very many critics that I agree with. Because I like some weird movies, man. Like, I just... There's a lot of movies that a lot of people, like, trash, and I love. So, there were things in the Disney Star Wars I don't agree with, but guess what? It wasn't my money. I didn't write it. I didn't make it. When I go to these big blockbuster movies, I stick my finger in my ear and I get my fingernail and I pluck out what's left of my brain. I put it in a cup holder and I just watch the movie and enjoy it for what it is. I'm not expecting anything. I have no expectation. I never do. I just want to just go in, see a movie, come out, put my brain back in, and then I'll enjoy the movie. That, you know what I mean? Like, I don't overthink it. I don't see more than what it is. It's entertainment. It's telling me a story. Was it really bad or was it awesome? I don't think the Star Wars movie is going to be that bad where I go, that sucked. You know, I hope it pulls some emotional heartstrings on me. It's the last one for that Skywalker thing. Yeah, like, I didn't bash The Last Jedi. I liked it. It was different. It's weird. It's like people, when Force Awakens came out, they said, oh, it's too much like A New Hope. I hope they do something different. So then that guy, Rian Johnson, comes out and does something crazy and does something totally different. People go, no. We want it more like like Empire Strikes Back. You just said you didn't want it like A New Hope. You didn't want it. You want something different. I don't know. I'll see tomorrow when I go see it. I don't care. If I like it, I'll say I like it. If I hate it, I'll say I'll hate it. I don't know what more to tell you. I just want to go and enjoy the movie. I want to see space battles. That was kind of like in the prequels. I absolutely did not care for the second one because it was that whole love story thing. Episode 2, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Like the end of the last 30 minutes, awesome. You know, but then like that whole love story thing was killing it. I was like, eh. I don't need to deal with that, but it all plays along and tells a story and does its thing. All right, so Six Flags New England Carousel fire. So the carousel at Six Flags New England, the roof caught fire. It is very minimal damage. Now, the night that it happened, I was sent pictures and I was not allowed to. It was snowing here. Matter of fact, when I was driving home from work, we had complete whiteout conditions with these snow squalls that came through, and I couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see a damn thing, which is funny. It was that crazy. Oh yeah. So anyway, there is one picture I can show now because the carousel did reopen. So I just downloaded it. I'm going to put it up. But it's just showing you what the damage is, and it really wasn't much of any damage. So that's good. All right, let me put the thing on this. All right, so if you look, I wish you could see the arrow, but if you look, you see where it's lit up and it starts getting dark and there's white paint and there's some not white paint. There was a board over there that caught fire, and that's it. That's all the damage there was. The park was able to get the fire out in time, and the carousel reopened last weekend. So as you can see, that was the only damage. They were able to put it out. It could have been way worse. Thank God that it wasn't. But yeah, that's really all the damage that there was. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So the carousel didn't it didn't die. I don't know exactly what caused it. Nobody's said anything. So I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I mean, maybe the lights did. I don't know. And I never asked the people that sent me what caused it. So I can ask and find out. Yeah, that Christmas party video is funny. Oh, and in the beginning of the video, after you watch Jimmy get hit by a missile and blow up, you see an old guy that looks like Santa Claus kind of rapping. That's my dad. And he's talking about me. He's like, he's the man. Oh, God, it's hilarious. And then once we get through that, then you start seeing all the Ellie Mae stuff, and it's hilarious. If you want to see something funny, it's not scary. For those that don't like, haunt stuff, go to the Hauntapalooza podcast channel and you'll laugh. I mean, I laugh. I watch it all the time. I mean, I was watching like individual videos all the time, and I was dying and laughing. Plus, after like the Ellie Mae stuff, you can see Jessica drunk, and it's really funny. She told Alyssa that she failed Alyssa's foot, and it's really funny, and you need to watch it. If you just want to see Jessica drunk and you want to see Ellie Mae, he dressed like a she. And you can see there's a scene. I'm not going to tell you what he said because you just have to listen and watch. It's vulgar. If you get offended, don't watch it because I don't want to hear you go, why'd you put that on YouTube? It's disgusting. I really don't care about your opinion. But Ellie Mae is sitting on my dad's lap. And let me tell you, just that whole scene of them sitting on, oh my God. You will die. Like, I think the video is like 14 minutes. To me, it's like one of the best 14 minutes of my life. So, and I can't wait for people to watch it. Like, guys, do me this favor. If you watch it and you like it, share it on your social media. The world needs to see this video because it's hilarious. Like, if you need a good 14 minutes of laughter, if you really need a good laugh, watch the video. If you can't laugh at the end of that, your life is over. Like, it's... And stuff that I even do in the video will shock people. And I know it's hard to shock people, but wait till you see what I did in some of it. I mean, it's almost borderline not YouTube friendly, but it didn't get hit with anything. It didn't get hit with an age restriction or nothing. So I guess YouTube is, I mean, there's no nudity, but it's just weird. So, yeah. So, okay, so the carousel is good, reopened, it's beautiful. All right, so there's two more things I want to talk about, then I'm going to talk about Fright Kingdom. So, one, Kings Island. I know everybody's been seeing this popping up about the locals getting mad about the noise coming from Kings Island. Maybe this is rant time, I don't know. So, this is what it comes down to. Now, there's only one person, I guess realistically, that has the right to complain. That there's a house that borders the park. It's been there for way before the park ever existed. The family's owned it for generations. And the guy understands, the noise and all that. And they said because of Diamondback, the noise and all that. They said it sounds like a freight train. I think they're just grumpy old people. They're just mad. And maybe they're looking for someone to maybe to sell to the park. Maybe it's a way to like, well, I don't want this, you're not going to do nothing, so buy my land. And I'm sure the park will probably buy it to get rid of the idiot. Now, there's other people in town, and they realized, they said, look, when we moved in this town however long ago, we moved in next to the park, we get it. It's, they've been good neighbors, it's just the newer rides are getting loud and big and whatever. They said that the noise that comes from the park is over the decibel levels, and the town's like, well, this law is outdated because of when it was done, whatever. Now, I get it. And like me, I would love to live next to an amusement park. I wouldn't complain. I would be like, oh, yeah, do it. Yeah. Get a ride. I want a new ride. Do it. Look, if people don't like living next to a park, sell your house. Trust me, Coaster Enthusiasts will jump at it to buy it next to. People will live next to the park. People don't care. People want to live. There are people that want to live as close to the parks as they can. I'm one of them. I would love to. That's one. Number two, if you moved in after the park, to me, you don't get a say in nothing. I'm sorry, you moved in next to a park. I don't care if it was 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 days ago. You don't get a right to complain. You know what amusement parks do. You know the noise they make. You don't like it, move. Move. I don't know what to tell you, but if you don't like it, move. I feel if you move purposely next to an amusement park, you don't get to dictate your baloney. Even me for it. It's not up to me to dictate and go, yeah, right. You know what I mean? I can voice an opinion, and they're allowed to voice theirs, but theirs doesn't matter because they're complaining about noise. They purposely move next to it. And I think it goes like the person like me that wants to. My opinion really doesn't matter because I'm all about it. You know, so, yes, we're allowed to voice our opinions. We're allowed to do that. But, like everybody else saying, if you don't like it, don't live next to it. Move. Sell your house. Go to the park and say, look, nobody wants to buy my house because of your park. Buy my house. And sometimes they will buy the house. They're not going to pay more than what it's worth, but they'll buy it. Well, if they got the dough, they'll buy it just to get rid of you. I know if I had the money, like if I was like, you know, like Six Flags or something, and there was people in the neighborhood that would complain, I'd be like, look, let me buy your house. You can go away. I don't have to listen to you no more. Go away. Bye. You know what I mean? You could rip the house down and leave it a vacant lot. Or rent the house out. You could be a renter, you know, a landlord. Or if it's right next to it, you can use that land for something else. Just let the park suck the land up. A lot of things you could do. A lot of things you can do. All right, so this is the last tidbit of news before I get into Fright Kingdom. Because the Fright Kingdom story is a good story, and you guys should hear about it. But we're going to talk about Cedar Point. So, last week they had their 2020 announcements. Now I know they were trolling the coaster enthusiasts, because if you watch the video, they had somebody 500-foot tall roller coaster. Exactly, Charles. It's like moving next to train tracks. Should trains stop coming through? No. You move next to the train tracks. Tough crap. That's why it's like, I don't complain, like, you know, the neighbors, like, some light fireworks off, some party, some do this. I don't complain about that because I wreck my own havoc around here. So I figure if I don't complain about them, they're not going to complain about me. And if they complain about me, then I'm going to complain about them. It's a lose-lose. Everybody in my neighborhood that I moved into, great. Perfect. Nobody's beefing. Why? Because everybody lets everybody, you know what I mean, within reason. We all do our thing. That's the way it should be. You do your thing, I'm not going to complain about you. You do your thing, and so on and so forth. That's the way life should be. If you don't like it, don't look at it. Don't listen to it. You don't got to be an uppity, grumpy person because you don't like a certain thing. That's not how life works. Anyway, so Cedar Point, 2020. You know, the park definitely trolled the people. There are some cool things that came out of, what do you call it? The announcement. Now, it might not be what everybody wanted. Everybody was like, oh, we got to get a 500-foot roller coaster. So, what I feel is, you know, people, especially the enthusiasts, because they like to ruin it for everybody, they just need to calm their hemorrhoids and just chill out because yeah, and it's probably not a good school nearby, so they probably like, oh, the park, you know. People don't realize, like, their taxes go down when amusement parks are around because the amusement parks generate a lot of money into the economy. You get rid of that park, you lose out on hotels and people buying food, people coming in buying retail stuff, food, you know, all kinds of stuff. And that's why taxes go down. Watch your taxes go skyrocketing up because they don't have that tax revenue if the park said, we're going to pack up all the rides and move somewhere else. Not that they're going to do that, but you get what I'm saying. So, besides the enthusiasts being crybabies, they did announce a ticket of a lifetime which I thought was really cool. So starting in February, you'll be able to register to win a ticket of lifetime. Ticket of lifetime is for the rest of your life. You get a ticket to go in. Free admission to Cedar Point, beginning with next year and lasting the rest of your life. But the kicker is, each winner gets to select 3 family or friends for a total of 4 tickets to win. So you can win online, outside the park, and at Cedar Point. So basically, a ticket of lifetime access includes unlimited admission to Cedar Point Shores Water Park, free parking, and more. Ticket of a lifetime promotion not open to residents of New York and Florida. So if you live in those 2 states, you're asked out. You can't win. I got a chance because I don't live in either of those 2 states. Next, they announced Snake River Expedition. It says you'll become part of the story aboard the Snake River Expedition, a nod to the family former Western cruise and paddle wheel excursion boat rides. It embarks on a riverboat scientifically designed for exploration, adventure, and travel along the winding Snake River that surrounds Forbidden Frontier and Adventure Island and the world's first Giga Coaster, Millennium Force. So you get led by a member of Trapper-Dan's crew. You'll be asked to help and complete a secret mission. As you smuggle in valuable bounty to safer waters, live actors, special effects, exciting twists and turns will meet you around every bend. Then they have the Celebrate 150 Spectacular. It's a multi-sensory nighttime celebration. It begins with a dozen illuminating floats that pay tribute to the iconic turning points, innovations, and celebrations in Cedar Point's history. Over 100 talented performers ranging from sailors, acrobat, beach bathers, to whimsical dancing hotel associates will interact with guests along the parade route, dancing to original score that inspires a new family tradition. It says it travels down the main midway and culminates into an epic street party at the park's Celebration Plaza near Iron Dragon, with performers, dancing, pyrotechnics. Music continues in an event fit for a sequential birthday bash to celebrate 150 spectacular steps off nightly from June 15th to August 16th. There's going to be live entertainment with live music and stuff. Frontier Towns Palace Theater commemorates Cedar Point's history year with Lusty Little celebrates the 150th. She'll pay tribute to classic moments, favorite performances throughout the palace's history. They also got new food coming. They got the French Quarter confections. So it's got powdered sugar, fresh made fudge, cotton candy, waffles, funnel cakes, chocolate fountain. The Mac Shack. It's all about the new Mac Shack located near Toff's Ice Cream Parlor, where you can create your own ultimate mac and cheese bowl. So there's all kinds of stuff. There's the CP Cedar Point Juice Company. They got the little fruit-shaped orange, grape, lemon, apple juice bottles located next to the Scrambler. The Corral is getting an update. Some of the Point's favorite food, like cheese on a stick, chicken fingers, hot dog on a stick, have always had their home at the Corral. In 2020, it's undergoing extensive transformation, along with upgrades to its famous treats, new hand-breaded chicken tenders, gourmet pizza with some kind of crust, cheddar cheese, jalapeno, classic hot dog on a stick, and the famous mozzarella cheese on a stick will be the featured items. It's going to be rebuilt from the ground up. Taste of the Point. What is this? Oh, so you can try different things, and then it says stop, and the Taste of the Treat tour includes Happy Fryer for fresh cut fries, the Corral, French Quarter, Toff's Ice Cream Parlor. And upon completing the Taste of the Point, you'll receive a free t-shirt to commemorate the accomplishment. The Taste of the Point can be completed over multiple visits in 2020. The Town Hall Reborn. There's a park history tours. Celebration Central. They're going to have all different kinds of, commemorative limited edition park merchandise, 150th anniversary logo, t-shirts, mugs, hats, pins, plus retro logo and attraction t-shirts. See, I love that idea when you have those retro, rides and stuff that no longer exist. It's a nice throwback. I love it, and I hope other park chains like Six Flags can do stuff like that. Also, they're going to start doing the Cedar Point button trading. So it's a big button. You can get the first year button. You can write on the year the first time you visited. and there's gonna be a whole bunch of different ones, and you can trade it with employees. It's like a take on Disney's pin trading, only button trading. They bring it back, the keyhole photo, the little thing, the courtesy corps, just for park information, Cedar Point Legacy Walk, and that's a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't know what you guys think about it. Yeah, there's state laws with certain stuff that you can't win stuff. Wait, so I wonder if I won, could I give you the ticket? Even though you're from New York. I'm the winner, but can I give you the ticket? If I want to give you a ticket, I wonder if that could work. You know? I'd have to read the rules and regulations probably. You know? That could be something that could be done, you know? That'd be cool if you could do that. But yeah, so out of all, I mean, besides that, I mean, was there anything you thought was like cool? Did you think anything was stupid? I mean, I think the button thing is dumb, but that's me. I used to love collecting the pins at Disney, and don't get me wrong, once in a while I get some pins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, you know, like this whole button thing. I'm tired of collecting a lot of stuff, just because it's like I put stuff in bins and I never see it again. That's why I give a lot of stuff away, like in these, in the subscriber numbers. What do you call it? What the hell was that? Oh, the House voted to impeach Trump. Just so in case anybody cared, I don't think anybody cares. I know I don't. I just forgot what I was gonna do. I had a total brain fart. Oh, collecting. Oh yeah, subscriber count. That's what it was. The subscriber count went back up, which is nice. I don't know if it shows it here. I don't know what it says, but I'm gonna take a quick peek here real quick. It went back up. Remember before it went down last week? Now it went back up. When I looked at it earlier, it said 849. Yeah, it went back up to 849 because remember it went down to 843? So it went back up. So yeah, that's good. It went back up. So we're one away from hitting 850. So that's nice. Or maybe it finally, I have no idea what the hell's going on with all this stuff. So, but yeah. What news did your mother receive? Your mom has received the news. What news? So, we're one away from hitting 850 and giving the box away. I didn't want to give the box away at 850 and then we didn't have 850. That's like cheating. Well, that's because that guy, the CEO guy or whatever, if he's still there, that ran recently, you know, the one that ran Cedar Point came from Disney. He was trying to do all the Disney things that he could with the money they had. So it's one of those things where, hey, you can try to be Disney all you want, but unless they're willing to drop some bigger money than they have, like when they theme their rides, you're never going to be a Disney. Disney creates an experience, and Universal stepping up to the plate, like with the Harry Potter stuff. It's creating and immersing you into an experience. I mean, Disney's been doing that forever. It brings you into the world. Like when I go to Disney, I forget where I am, what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. I'm not running around Disney like it's a theme, like a Six Flags. I'm taking it all in. You know, the queue lines, everything that surrounds me. I'm taking it all in. Why? Because I don't get to go there all the time. Yeah, I went there 6 times in a week, but that's just like any time, you know what I mean? 6 parks. You know, I swiped the pass 6 times. You don't normally, it's not like we go to Six Flags or Cedar Fair parks or Knoebels or whatever, like compounds or whatever. We go all the time. We just run. We go through all the rides. So do you think Six Flags will go to Pepsi? No, I think they have a deal with Coke. If you're talking about drinks. Unless the guy goes to Pepsi and goes, hey, hook me up, it's not going to happen. There's a deal there. And usually Pepsi doesn't give awesome deals, I heard. Not like Coke. Why do you think Pepsi's like not the top dog soda company? They don't give good deals to stores. They're like, it costs you this is that. We're not giving that great a deal. Either you want it or you don't. Coke's willing to, bend over and take it just so that they can get their product anywhere they can. They figure they're going to sell more product by selling a little cheaper, but they're going to get more in the door and more in the hands of everybody else. So, and Pepsi's like, hey, we're happy where we're at. We're going to do what we do, and that's it. They're happy where they're at. I'm sure they'd like to be a little bit more, popular, a little more richer, but it is what it is. They're working on whatever they're working on. So that's... People just saw Pepsi and was like, oh no, the world's ending. Actually, I would prefer if Pepsi came to Six Flags. I'm not really big on Coke. When I go to the store, my drink of choice is Pepsi and Mountain Dew. My kids will drink whatever I put in the house. No, I'm not busting your balls, Jay, nothing like that. I'm just, saying in general because everybody's like, everybody's like, oh, it's the end of the world, I'm just talking generalization. It's just funny that, like, I laughed when people, like, the second that guy was announced as the CEO, people were like, oh my God, we're going to lose Coke, we're going to get Pepsi. You know what? I'd rather have Pepsi than Coke. I'm so sick of Coke. I'm sick of Sprite. I'm sick of whatever Coke makes. Coke can Coke my ass. I'm so sick of Coke. Coke sucks. I don't like it. I'd rather have Pepsi all day. Yeah, my Devin loves Mountain Dew Baja Blast. When it was in the stores, and I know it's harder to get now in the stores unless they took it out. Yeah, I gotta have my Baja Blast. Gotta have my Baja Blast. He loves it. Every time Taco Bell, Baja Blast, Baja Blast. He loves the Baja Blast. But because I don't have Baja Blast, he drinks the regular Mountain Dew, loves it. Or he gets the Mountain Dew energy drinks every now and then. Not all the time, but once in a while. Yeah. Yeah, I can't drink that vanilla Coke, vanilla Pepsi, vanilla nothing. Ugh, I can't. That's not for me. I like regular Pepsi. Sorry that you were so misguided. Are you talking to me, Charles? Because I love Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew and Pepsi. I can't stand Coke. I can't stand it. Because that's all like, when I was a kid, my parents always bought Coke and Sprite. And when I got older and I was like, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, this is better. Plus, for those that don't know it, Mountain Dew is Sperm Killer 2000. Just so you know. Just letting you know that. Works good. Works good. All right, so. That's okay. You don't have to do that to him, Lindsay. That's funny. He's all right. He's all right in my book. I think he was talking to me, which is fine. But in any case, so I want to talk about Fright Kingdom a little bit because if I'm not going to like review it, I'm just going to tell you some of the cool stuff, hit the cool points, and then we'll talk about whatever anybody else wants to talk about. Everybody knows that I love haunted houses, and it's great to go to one for Christmas time. Right, we can... Nah, it's all good, Jay. No worries. So, it's Krampus themed. And I got to learn a little bit about Fright Kingdom from the owner. Because after we got out, and I was out, Costa Cab that watches the show sometimes, his brother Michael Kodamash, they were there too. And we were talking outside. I was smoking a cigarette, and then the owner of Fright Kingdom came up to me, and he thought I was from a different... He remembered me, but he thought I was from a different, like like haunt review podcast thing. I was just like, no. I said, no. I said, Hauntapalooza. He goes, wasn't you from somewhere else? I was like, yeah, SFNEOnline. He's like, yeah. He goes, I remember you, man. And we were talking, and I found out why he doesn't let people film, like his haunt, because he doesn't like the way that the haunt gets portrayed. So he's like, I don't want my product all messed up. So he just doesn't want people doing it. He's like, no offense to anybody. He's just like, when people film this thing, it doesn't look good. I don't like the way it looks. And it's just, he just doesn't like it. So that's why he just doesn't allow it. And that's fine too, I'm like, dude, I get you. I'm like, it's your haunt, man. I'm not here to bust your chops if I can film it or I can't film it. I'm like, I just love coming here, and he appreciated it. So he told me some stuff that he was involved. Some people like Krampus, and some people are tired with Halloween being interjected into other holidays. Yeah, but you know what? A Krampus haunt, like that Christmas haunt, it's nice to see because a lot of people that love haunts like we'll go for any holiday. I mean, I love it. I'll take any holiday. And what do you call it? I know there's people out there that are like, oh, they're ruining the holidays with this, that, and the other. And I look at it as, you know what? You're adding more. You're adding more to the haunts. I love it when the haunts are open all year long. I mean, if I lived near one that was open all year long, I would go all the time. Matter of fact, I told Fairtown, I'm like, you need a season pass. I'm like, I would buy it. I totally would. And I would go all the time. I would. I think it would be cool if you could do that. But regardless of that, so he told us that he was called and he didn't know who it was, whatever. It was a movie production company. He got called and the people kept hounding him. They wanted to rent his props and stuff and his equipment that he had at the haunt for an upcoming movie. And the guy's like, yeah, I'll meet up. And then he finally met up with him. But the movie company, when he finally met him, he had to meet him at Fright Kingdom. That's the one in New Hampshire. The company that came and met him, and let's see how many of you realize the name of this movie production company. Happy Madison. Let that sink in for a second. Who owns Happy Madison? I'll let that sink in there for a second. And then I'm just going to babble about a bunch of nothing until I see somebody say who they think who owns Happy Madison. And then I'm going to tell you the name of the movie and the people involved. Hang on. Some of you may even know what I'm talking about. I think this is it. Get out of here. They say the name. They got to say the name of it. Hang on. Give me a second here. Let me just type this thing in here. I'm just going to Google it the right way. Because, where is it? Okay. let's see. I got to go back here and see if anybody. You guys are correct. Adam Sandler. So it's the next Adam Sandler horror movie, and it's called what is it? Hubie Halloween or whatever it's called. I think that's Hubie Halloween. Hubie Halloween. So the owner of Fright Kingdom got hired as a consultant. They hired his whole like crew on the movie, so they were doing a bunch of. Now I don't know if they were exactly like filming inside Fright Kingdom, but he was helping them out. I'm trying to see if they show. I know the guy's name that owns. I'm just trying to. They might not have, but I know what his name is. I'm just trying to see if his name is in here. Like if he got credited for anything. Because he might not have. No. I don't know if he got credited because he got hired as a consultant. I mean, he should be getting a credit in this for something, but he probably, they just, you know, how they just give these people like a, you know, so I don't think they put him in there, but I know his name, and it's not listed. They probably didn't give him a credit for it. I don't know how they consider, like, how you get a credit, because I know in the movies it's weird. Yeah, Adam Sandler's making a. It comes out in October and it's on Netflix. This is the storyline that's on IMDb. It says, despite his devotion to his hometown of Salem and its Halloween celebration, Hubie Du Bois is a figure of mockery for kids and adults alike. But this year something is going bump in the night, and it's up to Hubby Hubie, whatever, to save Halloween. And this is the cast. Adam Sandler, Ray Liotta, Kevin Quinn, Steve Buscemi, Julie Bowen, Peyton List, Maya Rudolph, Kenan Thompson, Rob Schneider, China Ann McClain, Kelly Berglund, Kevin James, Paris Burlick, Noah Schnapp, and Michael Chiklis. Who the hell's Chiklis? It sounds like a weird name. I have no idea who this guy is. Oh. No, I think I might. He looks kind of familiar. Let me see real quick. I know we're like... I'm just trying to see this. He's in Gotham. He's been in American Horror Story. I don't know. Regardless. But yeah, he's coming out with a horror movie. And, yeah. Well, see, the movie's and they did film in Salem around here, too. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to Salem on Sunday. With or without Jessica. Because she's sick right now. So, if she's not up to it, I am still going. She got me all amped up about it. It's an oddities flea market. Plus, there's some haunted houses that are open. I know she wants to go, and I don't really want to leave her, but I'm going. Regardless. She can stay home and sleep and die, you know, like just sleep if she wants to. I'm not gonna force her to go. But if she wants to go, obviously she's more than welcome. If not, she can stay cuddled up in our bed, and I will go to Salem. So, yeah. So, anyway, so back in the whole Fright Kingdom, the owner is super cool. Me and him were hanging, talking, smoking cigarettes, chilling for a little bit. He did, and it's funny. He's like, "Oh, did you see the Krampus animatronic? I don't know how many of you seen it from Transworld a couple years ago. It's a giant Krampus holding the kid. It's like the It one, and he's moving around holding the kid, and the little kid's screaming. Well, he's got one inside. They have a midway. Like, you go through the queue line to get your ticket, pay for your ticket, or if you had an online ticket, you get it. Because then you get these tickets, and on the back of the ticket, it gives you a symbol, and that's how they call you up. They have a projected screen in the midway, and it goes, "We're calling Christmas trees, and that's when you go in. We were Christmas bells, so when the Christmas bells got called, we went in. So they had this, and they had tons and tons of characters walking around the midway. I'll show you a couple pictures. I'm not going to go crazy with this, but it needs to be shown, because a lot of people, obviously a lot of you guys don't live anywhere near here, and some of you guys do. As a matter of fact, Nicholas, that was in here earlier, he was there with his mom and dad, so he went, and Kevin and Michael Kortamash, that a lot of people know, were there, and what do you call it? We just rolled up and we had fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple pictures here to add, just so you guys get an idea of what goes on. All right, let me. All right, so I didn't have it set up, but this is the front of the building. This is how you get in. That's a facade, and we're looking at this, the fog rolling out. They got Christmas lights on it, some scarecrows that they always have out for like Halloween and stuff. There's a queue line right in front by the fence, and it goes to the right, and then it comes up the ramp, and it goes inside the little Fright Kingdom thing. Then you have, this is just an example of some of the creepy people. This is the queue line that they have going on. There's more to it than that. But that's just one of the characters chilling. Yeah, this is right behind him. You can see the sign that says Ash Only. That's cash only. That's where you can buy tickets. But they have Christmas carolers singing messed up dead Christmas carols, and I still had a little ways to go to get in there. Let me see if I have any other pictures worthy. I know I have pictures worthy of showing. You just gotta find. Let me do this. This is the Krampus animatronic that. Yeah, obviously it's a picture and not the video. I do have video of it in the. I don't know if it's in the review or not. I think it is, but you can see the Krampus. It's got the kid. It's messed up. It's awesome. That animatronic is about $8,000. I found it online. You can buy it. It's Unit 70 Productions. If you type in Unit 70 Productions in Google, you can see all these crazy animatronics. This next photo is the entrance to actually get in the haunt. This is to get in the haunt. That's the facade to get inside. They open them doors, you go inside, and that starts the haunt. I'm in a queue line that I have to go around to get in it. There's a queue line, and then, like, after you go through the first area, there's another queue. There's always a queue line to get into the next area. And I don't have very many shots of inside the haunt, only queue lines, because you're not supposed to take pictures inside the haunt, so we didn't. Yeah, like, this is outside the front right here. This is another picture I'm putting up right now. There's a Krampus, there's people, there's some more characters. There was a lot of people in there. A lot of people. It doesn't look like it there, but there was a lot of people inside. So the flamingo is gone, and it's a girl from the Cheetah Girls Disney movie. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea. Yeah, backgrounds don't get credits, but the guy, the owner of it, he was hired as a consultant. And usually consultants get credits, but I don't know how that works. Because I know, like, to get movie credits and stuff, and TV show credit, there's a bunch of weird things to do. Like, there's a lot of rules you gotta follow, so you can become, like, those union members and all that other stuff. There's all kinds of weird hoopla you gotta run through to get, just to get a credit, so that, oh, I was in this, you know. But yeah, so anyway, so when I got there like 20 minutes before it opened. It was a little rainy, so we were just like hanging out. I knew that a bunch of Fairtown people were going. I didn't know exactly who. It's all good, man. I don't know. I didn't watch any of it this season, but shame on me for not, because I really enjoyed it last season. And I knew Madame Guillotine, if you remember watching the first movie. Fairtown movie, Madame Guillotine Made Me Kiss a Butt. She was there, obviously not in costume. When I'm like, oh, I said, I'm here. Are you here? She's like, yeah. She goes, I'm in the truck with the purple lights. So I found the truck with the purple lights. I said, all right, I'm heading over. She came running out, gave me a hug, and she's like, it's me without the makeup. She still has that awesome voice, too. I was like, yes. Madame Guillotine's awesome. But I had these hats that I'm wearing. I had a bunch. I was like Santa. I had a backpack, and I was giving them to people I knew. You know, that I ran. I'm like, oh. And then they were like, I gave one to the owner of Fairtown. I gave a bunch to the actors. I gave I gave a couple to the actors that were working there from Factory of Terror that I know. And everybody, you know what? Everybody loves this hat. All the people I get, like, they truly loved it. They wear it all the time. They love it. They've been posting pictures wearing it on Facebook and stuff. They love the hat. They love the logo. They said this hat is very comfortable. So I got to order more because I'm almost out. I think I got like 4 left. I had 20 made. They were going like that. Oh, that's cool. Congrats, guys, on your news. That's awesome. The way I look at it, you always need to celebrate people's success. You don't need to be jealous. You don't need to hate on people. I'm a true believer in always celebrate somebody's success. Hungry Hoops. I know you said something about that before. What the hell is Hungry Hoops? Refresh my memory on that. I probably haven't. I might have and not realized it. Refresh me about Hungry Hoops. I'm not. But like I say, it's always, no matter if they're your friends or whoever, when you see somebody doing something cool that they're looking forward to, always celebrate somebody's success. Never be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, always celebrate, because people need that positive energy out there. So when somebody's being successful, it doesn't matter. Whoa, glad that you're alive. That sucks, but I'm glad that you guys are alive. Huge house fire. Well, Eli, glad that you're alive. You're not dead. And I'm sure that was a crazy thing that happened. So, oh yeah, as I was saying, not to be rude to Ellie. Eli, Ellie, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. So yeah, so I saw the cool thing. Oh, no, I didn't watch it yet. It's been crazy here. I haven't watched a lot of stuff. I got like a backlog of YouTube videos I gotta watch. Because I'm way behind. Like, I watch Phil DeFranco all the time. I'm missing out on some Casey Neistat videos. There's this other like guy that does like the 10 things you didn't know about movies. This guy from Australia I always watch. There is a bunch of videos that I am so far behind on. I gotta catch up. It's just I feel like I've been just spinning in a circle. I've been watching videos to get caught up, so I'll be watching it soon. It's just things have been so crazy and hectic. Like Christmas, like I haven't even finished Christmas shopping. I still gotta buy stuff for Jessica. I gotta buy some stuff for people coming to the house on Christmas. And Eli. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I was right then before. The hats, hang on. I will tell you in a second. Because I bought... Oh, ow, ow, hey. Cat, what are you doing? Oh, I really want that. I gotta figure out how to do that. I gotta contact them. That's a bummer. That's why I wanted it. Bastards. Bastards. After the show, I'll hit them. I'll be like, no, I want it. How can we do that? So, damn it. I ordered this box from the Weta production company. They're the ones that did a lot of the props and stuff for the Krampus movie, and they had like this mystery box, and it came with a cherub tree topper for the angel thing. It had the teddy bear. It came with 3 Krampus bells and 6 Christmas ornaments, and it says the U.S. warehouse is out of the tree toppers, but they come out of Europe, so they're refunding me the $25 that represents the tree topper, and they're refunding me half of the shipping. But they have them in Europe, so the money that it's still, I'd have to pay like $20 more to get it than I like from the money I'm getting refunded. Yeah, I'm getting. I only have to pay $20 more than the $50 I paid. That's not bad. To get it, I want it. But you get the point anyway. So anyway, yeah. So the whole point of all this at the end of the day, with being crazy, one of the guys that works at Factory Terror was inside with this crazy ass snowman mask, and I really wanted. I took me like 3 days, and I found it, and that's being shipped to me. It should be here on Christmas Eve. So there's that. I've been buying things, but one thing I want to get myself is I want to buy like a really good, depending upon price, professional haunted house prop. They get expensive. They're not cheap. They're not Spirit Halloween junk that you get for $100. There was some zombie props I was looking at, and they're like $600 a pop. I was thinking about buying a couple zombies I can lay out in the house and scare the crap out of everybody all the time. I can like get a couple zombies, like get like 3 zombies, and just like put them in the hallway in front of the door. So when the kids and Jessica open the door, they probably pee their pants. I think Jessica would probably punch it in the face and throw it down the stairs probably. But yeah, I'm that kind of guy that likes to do that kind of thing. You know, I'm just a jerk, and I'm okay with that. You know. So, if you want to know more about the Fright Kingdom stuff, watch the review. You'll hear me talk all about it. There's more pictures, video stuff inside it. That's on the Hauntapalooza channel. If you haven't gone there, you live nearby or want to go, I'm telling you, go. You have a lot of fun. And, you know, it'll be a lot of fun. Just telling you, it'll be a lot of fun. It was great to see friends. It was great to see family. It was great to see the Fairtown people, other haunted house people. It's just great to go and people. And matter of fact, when I parked, somebody pulled up next to me, and then I got out. I went in the trunk to get the hat, in the bag with the hats. I had to go back to the front of the car, and somebody got. They're like, "Hey, do you make YouTube videos?" They're like, "Did you make a video about this?" And they're like, I'm like, yeah, like, that's how I know you. I know you. Oh, it's awesome to meet you. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. And then when I got into the line, because Jessica and Danielle and Jimmy and Alyssa were already in the midway. They didn't wait for me. They were going. And, what do you call it? Oh, the security guard stopped me and he's like, hey, you make YouTube's about videos about this place, right? And he's like, yeah. He shook my hand. He's like, hey, thanks for making videos. I appreciate it. And it was awesome. I know it sounds stupid, but even when one or two people recognize and they're thanking me for it, it means a lot. It really does. It means that some people actually care and it's cool. I don't know. But, yeah. So, I guess we're... Yeah, that is crazy fast to have season 3 of The Masked Singer after the Super Bowl. They must already be like in production with the other one if they're already ready to come out that soon. They must be like the people that are judging and all that. If it's the same judges, they're probably like doing this show and then doing the other show at the same time. Like, I don't know how it's all set up. I don't know really much how the show starts. I don't really know nothing. If it's set up like The Voice or American Idol. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to look at. That's all good, Charles. And I get it. I don't even know if you're watching. He's texting me about something. Hang on, I'm going to answer your question. That's what I was trying to do, and I didn't do it. Because I don't remember how much I paid per hat. Wrong email. Let's see if it tells me. Oh no, that's that. Oh. Well, that's how much the hats cost me. That's not bad, I guess. The hats cost me $10 to make. Oh, $9.99 they cost me to make. That's how much they cost. I would probably sell them for like $12. Just to make like $1. Just to say that I made $1. That's weird. I didn't even know how much. Like, I was just like geeked that I was having them made that I didn't even realize how much that I paid for them. It is. I mean, I don't think I've washed this hat yet. No, I haven't. I don't know if have I. Oh yeah, I showed you guys the. It's super comfortable. I mean, it's a little, like, it's snug. It fits, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you see it, like, how my dome... I got a big fat head. So if you got a big fat head like me, it fits nice and it's snug. And let me tell you, it keeps my head warm when I'm outside freezing. It's warm. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys have seen the coat. I don't have it down here. But that coat, I sweat in that thing when I'm, like, indoors wearing it. Like, we went to... Hibachi after the Fright Kingdom, and I had to take the coat off. I was sweating, like I was pouring sweat. It was so hot in the joint, and I was in this coat is like the best coat I ever owned in my life. I'm not even joking. Best coat ever. I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. It's comfortable. It's stylish. Even one of the members of the Insane Clown Posse likes this logo. I told my son that. Loves the logo. So, just saying. Just saying. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go check on Jessica, make sure she hasn't died on me yet, for real. probably either late tomorrow night or Friday, I will do some Planet Coaster, and then we'll just keep doing them as we... And I'm probably going to do them Christmas Eve when I get home, and Christmas night, you know, after everybody's done. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to be working on is the SFNEOnline ones. We're going to be doing some merch with that. I just got to figure out the right design for it. I'm actually going to be working with one of the guys from Fairtown on this because he works for a t-shirt company and designing and stuff. So I'm going to work with him on getting... he's going to help me get the Haunapalooza shirts done, and we're going to work on the SFNEOnline stuff. So he's going to help me design with a logo and get something really super cool for to get that done. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But we'll get it rocking, man. We will. It'll be coming. 2020, I think, is a good year. I think, obviously, 2020, because it ain't going to happen. We're not going to get 150 subscribers between now and the end of the year. I wish. But we know that ain't going to happen. I mean, unless, like, everybody shared it, and we got, like, 50 people to share it, and, like, 5 of each 50 of the people subscribed. I don't know. We'll figure out. Wayne Brady was the Fox on... Who's Wayne Brady? Let's see. See, I'm not hip on all this stuff. Like, the black guy? From whose line is it anyway? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, who's the skeleton guy? Who is the skeleton guy? I see a cat. I see a flamingo. I see a skeleton guy. I see a cat. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, that's... you know what? Well, the only spoilers I don't want to see is Star Wars spoilers. Anybody spoils Star Wars, I'll find them and I'll kill them. I'm glad nobody's seen it yet, and I make a promise that after I watch Star Wars tomorrow, I will not spoil it. Will not spoil it. I don't want nobody to spoil it for me. I will not spoil it for you. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Just you'll see me pop up. I'll quickly post that we're doing a Planet Coaster time, and if you want to join in, we can chit chat about whatever it is. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, all you guys and gals. And hopefully Santa's good to you. And we'll see you guys. I'll let you know probably next week when we're going to go live for the end of the year show. But till then, everybody, peace out. Keep on coasting, y'all.